What's up, everybody? Soul here with another MENACE video for your view and pleasure, and today we're going to be talking about our boy Charles Lim. Absolutely love this guy. He's one of the ones you get to pick early on, and he is phenomenal as far as his gameplay and what he can offer you. So looking right at him, getting at his, we're going to call him perks now. That's what I'm going with. We're going to call him perks. With his initial perk, which is aspiring. And that is he gets a 30% discount to promotions. That's right. Lim is somebody you want to promote and promote heavily. And so as you can see on this playthrough, the very first thing we went for with Lim is run and gun. And so this is a minus 10 AP for the next standard attack after moving and can trigger multiple times per turn. That's right. So it's very, very nice. 30 AP, get a nice little burst fire out and whatnot. Very, very good. Lim is meant to be active, moving, mobile, and aggressive, and so that's how you should use them. This perk for me is a core perk. It's a must. Moving on down into the tier 2 bracket, mobile infantry is the next thing I'm going to suggest you to pick up, and so that is the squad leader can enter or exit a vehicle for 5 AP, and then the squad leader also receives additional cover from vehicles. That is very, very powerful. And this is where Lim shines. If you pick up Rowia? I call her Rowia. Rewa. Whatever. Sorry. If you pick her up and you're running her with Lim and you've got a nice little transport vehicle, whatever it may be, that APC, Lim is going to shine there with that squad leader. It's unbelievable how good that is. And so really anyone and everyone that can give Lim a ride is going to absolutely do amazing things for him. And so this is where he shines. Now moving on down here to tier 3, as you can see, I've kind of experimented with some things. I picked up Grenadier and I've picked up Counter-Strike. I don't really suggest either one of these things. I just wanted to play with them and see how they went. Counter-Strike, least of all. Grenadier is pretty decent. But honestly, point fire is great because you don't want to take the extra action to go deploy with Lim, or I want to say like crouch. But anyways, deploy with Lim. You just want them to have that fire period dot. So plus 15 accuracy when not deployed or pinned down is very, very nice. And so that point fire is fantastic on him. And then zigzag, super duper strong, because there might be instances where he takes hits and he's under fire, and zigzag's going to do a lot for him. And then he's staying mobile, coming out of that vehicle, you name it. But Grenadier is very solid past that. If you like it, I love grenades on Lim. I love that he can exit a vehicle, throw some grenades, you know, whether the smoke grenades, fantastic. But the EMPs, you name it, thermites, you name it, really, really good on them. Plus 30 accuracy can go a long way. But the Counter-Strike is the thing I'm probably going to suggest the least, because it's, how do I want to phrase this? It's preparing to take the hit, and with a highly mobile Lim, he has the ability to go back into said vehicle for better cover, avoiding all damage, and so you don't want him taking those hits ideally. And so you can pop out, get 2 shots off, and pop back in, especially later in the game with ease, and you don't want him really taking shots anyway. So Counter-Strike, kind of regret getting it. I wanted to actually probably refund it at some point, but regardless. Berserk down here at tier 4, love it. I love this. I want it on everyone. I wish it was on everybody. Of course, you finish somebody off, you gain 30 AP, and like it says, this can only trigger once per round and cannot increase AP above the initial amount, but it is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. We love getting that extra AP, and this is basically a whole nother extra attack for Lim with that movement involved. So good. So good. And then Blaze of Glory, honestly, is pretty good on him, but it's preparing for the worst and being in reaction of it. Removing that suppression. Once again, ideally he's popping back in the vehicle. He's not really taking hits. That's just me. And so removing that suppression is meh. Now, restoring 40 AP can be beneficial, but it's limited to a one-time use. Period. Dot. And so it is more of a niche, in my opinion, as far as its use. And so I'm not highly recommending this. So to go back over it, we want to look at aspiring, run and gun, mobile infantry. I love point fire on him, which I don't have. It hurts my heart that I don't have it on this run. I knew to get it. Zigzag, and then berserk. And so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can pick up 2 more. I personally would pick up Grenadier, 110%. And then if you're really not sure what to pick up past that, there's nothing wrong with picking up athletic because it just makes it cheaper, makes it easier from the deploy. Scout, it's really a flex, the Splot in that last one, whatever you want to pick. I have tried return of serve on another run, and grenades are they're so rare. It's not often you get hit with the grenade, so this honestly already has a niche use, and then it's so infrequent that it happens that you receive a grenade from your opponents that it doesn't hold it's not worth its weight. It does not worth the points it costs to get it. It's not worth having. I'm gonna keep saying it. Not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth it. Anyways, yeah, that last slot is a flex, so use them how you see fit. Now, talking about Lim in general, I'm going to take a look at him. He has a growth potential of 7. That's right. It's pretty decent stuff, actually. And then his promotion tax is 10, but he gets a discount. And then the supply cost, it says 20. He's not incredibly expensive. I like to run him on max squatties. I don't like putting an infantry special on him, keeping him with an infantry weapon, period, dot. And then for my opinion, I've actually really enjoyed the arc on him because I like pulling up on people somewhat fairly close and doing some damage, and this does some pretty decent damage. I've had some good success with it, but the bar's just so good. I love the bar, and I put the bar on him. The bar is good enough that I can't justify moving back off of it. Now, if you want to go super duper close range and you want to put a shotgun in his hand and all that, there's nothing wrong with that, but I love the bar on him. I can't get enough of it, if I'm being frank with you. And then as far as the armor, I like to keep it a nice medium. You know, I believe class 2 right here, this SIPV, standard protective vest. It's pretty decent, 40 armor, has a fairly inexpensive cost of 90 supply, and so this is what I like on him in general. You can put something heavier on him and whatnot, but I like to keep him nice and cheap and inexpensive and have him where you can just pop in and out and kind of focus on having a mid armor, that bar, and then of course that 2 accessory slot that this armor gives you. How do you feel that? Can't say it enough. Infantry accessory right here, that magazine pouch. You want that on everybody that's firing a primary, focused, firing a primary. This is a fantastic trinket accessory, and it gives that, of course, that bonus 50% use to that infantry weapon. Can't get enough of it. Absolutely suggest it. Now, for that secondary slot, that's where there's a little bit of a flex. You put what you want. Sometimes I leave it empty, as you see right now. It's empty. It really helps in supply costs, you name it. I've put the explosive charge on it, and I've been very happy and pleased with that. I've put, EMP grenades, thermite, smokes. Smokes is probably what I run most of the time. I absolutely love smoke. It's so overpowered. But you name it, you have lots of options. I personally suggest throwing some kind of a grenade in there. The thermite grenade can really do a job, especially against the Menace. The EMP grenade, it's not terrible. It's great. We like to disable our opponents. It's a shame that's only for 1 turn. Don't get me started. Still really, really good. I don't really care for a fragmentation grenade. It's good for suppression, and it's decent in that way. But, past that, honestly, I think it's kind of mid. You might disagree. I do love incendiary grenades. They're pretty decent. I like that. And then I, of course, love smoke grenades. Highly suggest them. Highly suggest them. But that's just me personally. You might want a specific type of ammo in there. You might want the Ren, match, armor piercing. Play it your way. Play it your way. I just think you absolutely need the pouch. And then I personally go with grenades past that. But yeah, that's how I play Lim. That's how I build him. And like I said, he, on his own, is kind of mid. He's not terrible. He's just mid. But you partner him with a good pilot that allows him to get in and out of vehicles and to use some different things. And oh my goodness, he's great. And like I said, initially you can pick Riwa. I want to say Rawia. That's from Sword of Convoy. Riwa. You can partner him with Riwa, and she's fantastic. Absolutely love it. But another really good pilot for him, Ex-Conde. This dude, Gabriel, is unbelievable with Lim. Absolutely love it. He, of course, his whole thing is he provides cover with his vehicle and can mitigate damage his vehicle takes. So him and Lim, it can go a long way, and he even gets bonuses, Ex-Conde that is, for not having weapons on, or heavy weapons on his stuff. We will talk about that more later. I got to pick him up in this run. I still haven't even picked him up yet. But regardless, Lim, phenomenal. Mid on his own, great with a good pilot. Riwa is somebody you get to choose, and they can literally make your whole early game, just the 2 of them together, if you pick them up. So Let me know what you think. Drop down in the comments and tell me all about it. I'm sure everybody and their mothers played Lim. I know a lot of people love Lim, and I'm sure everybody wants to play him a little bit differently, so I'm eager to hear your feedback. Tell me what you think, how you play him, so that the community can benefit from it. You know, because I'm not right about everything, and my ideas, you know, aren't always the best, so we're eager to hear from you. I know a lot of y'all are brilliant, so I'm eager to hear it. Huge shout out and thank you to my Patreon members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. You guys make the content flow, me go, and the lights glow, so I'm really, really grateful for y'all. If you too want to support the channel, make sure you check out the links down below. And yeah, our Discord's down there, so please jump in and join us. If you think I'm worthy, drop me a like and a subscribe. It really goes a long way. Thank you so much. And until next time, guys, I will catch you later. Bye.